the future generation of construction professionals being nurtured. We want people to be aware of construction and the opportunities that it offers, not just within a technical delivery side of things, but within a wider expertise side of things as well.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Meet the Sponsors. And today we're here with Fiona from CSIC today. So, hello, Fiona. How are you?
Not bad at all, thank you. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Good.
So, would you like to introduce yourself a little more for our viewers?
Of course, my name is Fiona MacDonald and I am an Innovation Manager within Construction Scotland Innovation Centre. I've been working there for 5 years now and I have been the lead Innovation Manager when it comes to the Solar Decathlon Middle East in partnership with Heriot-Watt University.
That's wonderful. And I just want to begin by saying thank you so much for being here with us today and taking your time out to do this.
You're very welcome.
So let's jump right in. So first we want to get to know a little bit about you. So what did you major in university?
At university, which feels like such a long time ago, I actually studied marketing and management science at Strathclyde, and thereafter I went on to University West of Scotland, although at the time it was University Paisley. That was so long ago, I'm so old. And I did a postgraduate diploma in IT and project management.
That's interesting. That's interesting. And so what interested you about it? Why did you decide to do that?
Well, I think I've always enjoyed the kind of marketing themes, you know, the different areas of expertise in that side of things. It just felt very transferable, no matter which industry that you were looking for from an employing point of view. But certainly moving into the IT side of things, it was very much so the era of IBM and so forth back in the day, and it just felt like an additional skill set that would complement anything else that I went into from a marketing and management science point of view. So qualification wise, probably quite a reactive plan, truth be told, but ultimately the skill set was complementary and it served me well as a good base to get a foot in the door and develop a career from there.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just curious. Did you see yourself ever joining the construction industry?
Probably not. I've been asked this before. I think, especially when you start the sort of support services side of things like marketing and human resources and all these types of subjects, ultimately you have an idea in your head and you watch far too much TV and far too many movies and you see this kind of marketing agency side of things coming through. And then you come into the real world and you're at the end of your qualifications and you're really looking for that job to get started. But construction for me was never an alien industry. You know, I come from a family of professionals in this industry, from a trade level right through to sort of project management and engineering and so forth. So it's never been an alien industry. I've always had an awareness of the opportunities within the industry. But it's only when you enter it and you learn and you grow as a person that you really see what the real opportunities are for the longer term.
Absolutely. Yeah. So could you tell me a little bit more about the company, CSIC?
Yeah, so Construction Scotland Innovation Centre, also commonly known as CSIC, we are an innovation centre that's been set up by Scottish Funding Council, Highlands and Islands Enterprise and Scottish Enterprise to support and stimulate innovation within the built environment. We do this in a way through a range of activities, collaboration building, we have innovation funding to link industry and academia. We have a focus on future skills, so it's not just about what's going on in the here and now, and an innovation capacity, we're always looking forward. And accessibility to our research and development innovation factory in Blantyre, which has a significant level of equipment, all within the industrialisation and off-site theme, and other themes that we want industry to access to deliver their own prototyping and testing and training within a safe and secure environment.
That's wonderful. I think we've definitely taken full advantage of that. So it's been really
yes. A host location for some of the hackathons with the Solar Decathlon Middle East project from our point of view, which is fantastic. We want people to see what the possibilities are, and it's also complemented with more digital technologies such as, you know, augmented reality, virtual reality. There's just so much more than just building houses. There's so many more applications.
Definitely. I know for a fact that we've definitely enjoyed those hackathons that you guys have conducted.
It's a good place to go for inspiration, without a doubt. Sometimes we all find ourselves down there just to get that inspiration for ourselves. So we hope that it has the same infectious impact on industry.
Yeah, definitely did. So what exactly is CSIC contributing to the project?
We are a sponsor of the Solar Decathlon Middle East with Heriot-Watt University, so we committed as a sponsor. But in addition to that, we are a potential service supplier when it comes to the demonstration property that you're developing. So we have within our innovation factory the CLT press, cross laminate timber press, which is obviously a key theme that's running through the demonstrator house team ESTEEM are developing. So there is scope for us to get involved with a different hat on down the line, hopefully, all going well, and we come out of this virtual world and into a physical real world, fingers crossed. And in that sense, we also have the ability to be a commercial delivery partner, so we can take your requirements and create a product that meets your needs within the innovation factory. But in terms of how we started the involvement, very much so lead sponsor. It ticks a lot of our boxes in terms of what we want to deliver as an organisation. So there's great synergy between what you guys are doing as a project and what we want to achieve as an innovation centre.
Yeah. So have you had any experiences that you've gained throughout this partnership with Team ESTEEM?
Absolutely. Well, apart from meeting you lovely students, and I have to say, you've all been an absolute pleasure to work with, and I've had the opportunity to cross paths with you all. Ultimately, from a sponsorship point of view, so many of our themes within our remit are covered. For example, the future generation of construction professionals being nurtured. We want people to be aware of construction and the opportunities that it offers, not just within a technical delivery side of things, but within a wider expertise side of things as well. The demonstrator that you're developing, it connects our key themes of innovation, for example, industrialisation, culture, digital transformation, and building sustainably. So the fact that you can actually demonstrate this cradle to grave innovation journey with our support is absolutely an incentive for us to be involved.
Yeah, I think in fact that kind of ties in with my next question, which is, do you see this project impacting the future of construction? But
Absolutely, absolutely. Based on everything I noted before, the exposure and the research and development inputs and the student experience, there are so many factors of the equation that could lead to new opportunities for everybody that's involved. We've also levered in some of our industry partners that we've worked with that we know are interested or experts within certain areas. So to be able to get them involved and complement your student experience whilst also getting that awareness and exposure to potentially be involved on a global platform, that benefits everybody, and that's what we're here to support. Is we are the bridge that makes these connections.
that's wonderful. So, as we know, with the construction industry these days, we are trying to be more innovative, more sustainable. So, have there been any challenges that you've seen come up when you're trying to achieve these initiatives in sustainability, for example?
Of course, I mean, sustainability is a challenge for all organisations, but it is important that we maximise our own operational processes and policy to make sure that we, as an innovation centre and as an extension, we are hosted by Edinburgh Napier University, so we want to make sure that we're having a positive impact on sustainability in the best ways that we can. Internal buy-in is high within CSIC. We're all working within a realm that we understand and appreciate how significant and important sustainability is. So we do feel that we're probably ahead of the curve compared to other areas of operations within our industry. But ultimately, it's a learning curve for everybody, because no matter how much you're investing in sustainability, you should always be looking forward and making that decision on what next steps are, what your next set of goals are, once you plateau, to make sure that you're constantly striving towards improvement, because it's never enough. We need to keep doing more.
Absolutely. That's probably the best answer that I could have hoped for. So, as you said, we're looking to the future and we're trying to adapt to all these situations that could happen. So, is there anything specific that CSIC is doing for like net zero, carbon neutral buildings, etc.?
Absolutely. There's a host of activity going on within Construction Scotland Innovation Centre in relation to the net zero carbon activities. And we're very much so interested in everything that's going on in our world in relation to COP26 on a local and global level. And what I would say is very much so that our plans are still in development, but what we envisage happening going forward is that net zero carbon will be underpinning everything for CSIC. So I touched on the fact that we're doing digital transformation, industrialisation, building sustainably, and culture. We want to see everything that we're looking at from an innovation point of view underpinned by net zero carbon. It's important to us that all of our projects have some sort of sustainability output to create the biggest and most important impact that it can. And as I said, it's an area that's a continuous goal and it's a moving target. And we think if we can direct innovation in the right direction, we can play a big part in making that happen for construction and helping construction make it happen for themselves.
Absolutely. I think especially the fact that the company is just built on innovation and trying to go forward in that way is the first step for anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So just a final question. Do you have a message for any future graduates who may or may not be joining the construction industry?
Yes, absolutely. I mean, I've worked in supporting the construction industry for some time now, actually probably over 16 years between my experience in industry and then coming into CSIC. And I haven't got a bad thing to say about it. It does come with its frustrations at times because it's got, in some areas, it can have quite a traditional approach to things. But I think the whole industry is under pressure to do more and change their approach in general. So what we're seeing is this transitional industry that's just an exciting place for anyone to be. There's so much innovation practice and technology being applied. That in itself requires a broad range of skills. So this isn't just about technical people coming into a technical industry. We want to see people from digital sides, support function sides, everything. We want to see that skill source coming into our sector. And construction should be an employment industry of choice for everyone. I can genuinely say that the progression is nothing short of impressive, and the impact to our country's economy is even more vital. So if you want to make a big difference, it's definitely an industry that everyone should be considering.
I think that makes me glad I chose this industry.
Yeah, good choice.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so that brings us to the end of this interview. Thank you so much for being here with us today. And to our viewers, tune in next week for our next episode with another sponsor. Thank you so much, Fiona.
Thank you. Bye.